This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made.
Good morning and welcome to All Saints by the Seas Digital Children's Chapel. I'm Reverend Amy, and while I miss being able to be with you all in person, I'm so glad that we can be together in this digital format. If you are able, I ask you to find a candle in your house and have a grown-up who's with you help you light the candle as we get started with Children's Chapel. Each week we light the candle as a reminder that God's light is shining in our world, in the dark places, and there's places where we're afraid, and there's places where we're sad, and there's places where there's joy and happiness and fun and love. God's light is shining everywhere, and this light is a symbol of God's light. So let's go ahead and light our candle with the grown-ups' help. And now it's time to say our prayers. So why don't you center your hands in front of your heart to help us center ourselves for our prayer. And we'll take in 3 deep breaths, in through our nose and out through our mouth. I like to close my eyes when I do it. So if you'd like to do that, you can as well. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. 1, 2, 3. And now repeat after me. God be in my head and in my thinking. God be in my eyes and in my seeing. God be in my ears and in my hearing. God be in my mouth and in my speaking. God be in my heart and in my loving. Amen. And now we're going to hear the story for today.
That was wonderful singing. Thank you so much. I'm Chaplain Allison, and our story today is Let There Be Light by Archbishop Desmond Tutu. In the beginning, God's love bubbled over when there was nothing else. No trees, no birds, no animals, no sky, no sea, only darkness. out of this love, God spoke, "Let there be light." Can you see the light coming out of the middle? And there was day and there was night. And when the first day was done, God smiled and knew that it was good. On the second day, God said, "Let there be sky where the clouds can float and the wind can blow." And the sky was bright blue and beautiful. On the third day, God said, "Let the waters gather together in oceans and let dry land appear." Now, God decided to make the world even more dazzling with tall trees and long grasses. My goodness. Isn't it dazzling, this world of ours? And then the first flower opened in all its glory. On the fourth day, God said, "Let the sky be filled with the sun and the moon." And God scattered stars across the sky like sparkling diamonds. On the fifth day, God said, "Let there be birds to fly and sing, and fish to swim and splash." And the world was filled with joyous sound of birdsong. On the sixth day, God said, "Let there be animals, elephants and giraffes, cats and mice, bees and bugs." And suddenly, the world was a very noisy place. That's right, Freckles. Suddenly, the world was a very noisy place. But something was still missing. Then God said, "I will make people, and I will make them like me, so they can enjoy the earth and take care of it." He did just as he had said, and it was all so very, very good. Look at all of the people God created. Aren't they wonderful people? God looked at everything that he had made and clapped his hands together in delight. Isn't it wonderful? And on the seventh day, God laughed and rested and enjoyed his glorious creation. You are loved. Thank you for listening to our wonderful story. Now, what was your favorite part? Can you turn to the grown-up next to you and tell them what your favorite part was? Yeah. What else did you like about the story? Now, if you have a lot to say about the story, you might want to pause the video and have a little chat about it. Maybe you would have decided to invent other things first, or not invent something at all. Who knows? Not create something at all. I don't know. But remember to turn the video back on, because we have the rest of our chapel service. So thank you for worshiping with us, and I'll see you in just a moment for our next prayer. Thank you.
The story tells us about how good God is. Let's sing about that together. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me.
That was a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm Chaplain Allison, and I'm really glad that you're worshiping with us today. I'm here in my backyard with my chickens and my dog Waffles. So we're going to get ready to have our closing prayer. So let's put our hands in prayer position and have 3 deep breaths in and out to help us get settled in prayer position. That's 1. So let's go another deep breath in and out and in and out. Okay. Help me, Lord, to love you more than I've ever loved before. In my work and in my play, God be with me through the day. Amen. And now it's time to change the light. Remember, we light the candle to represent God's light here with us. And when we blow the candle out, it doesn't mean that God's light and God's love go away. It means that it goes everywhere, and it's inside of us also. So let's watch the light as it goes. There it goes. It's moving everywhere. So, thank you for worshiping all of us here today. And now let's sing a song.
The candle reminds us that God's light is always within us, and we can let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine.